Hello ladies, how are you? My name is Maggie. I am one of the Bella managers. Today I am going to be helping all of you ladies how to contour your face to your face shape. I have a heart-shaped face, somewhat heart and oval, so I'm going to start on that first. So for anyone who has a heart-shaped face, it is going to be a wider temple and it's going to drag down and have more of a narrow jawline. So that's how you can kind of tell. So temple, wider, and then once you see, if you take a pencil, even your brush, you'll see that it's going to be a little bit kind of more wider here. So you're going to contour, but before you do, you want to make sure that you are always moisturized, prepped with foundation and concealer before moving on to contour. There are two different contours that I like to use. You can use cream or powder. The cream I use is a NYX basic starter palette. It's about $12 at Ulta, but it has different colors, especially for different skin textures and skin tones. So you can see it kind of hit pan on a lot of them because I contour a lot. So here's the cream, and then if you like powder, I use the Anastasia Brown Beverly Hills. This is the contour palette as well. When you're contouring, especially if you have a lighter skin tone, you don't want to use a shimmer or anything that's orange based, kind of like the NYX matte bronzer. Definitely don't want to use that. See how it kind of has like that shimmer to it? Again, I hit pan on everything. You always want to use cool grays or taupes, really light browns, or brown if you're a darker skin tone. But if you're my skin tone, you want to stick to a taupe. I like to use this color in the middle. And if you were a darker tone, you would use this color. I'm gonna actually use my powder contour. You're going to start with a highlight. You're going to highlight the bottom. You're going to start with highlighting underneath your eye. So I'm going to use my yellow banana powder, as you see here. You're going to take the yellow and you're going to go underneath your eye and you're going to pat it on. You're going to kind of drag it out to above the cheekbones. And you're going to drag it down a little bit as well, so you can kind of see the shape I'm going for. You're going to go on the other side. You're going to get the corner of your eye, drag outward. Almost kind of want to mimic like a triangle here. And then you're going to drag outward. I'm going to put some at the top, the corner of my forehead right here, as well as my chin. And I also like to take some highlight and also dab this onto my jawline just a little bit. And lastly, you want to do the bridge of your nose. And I just like to pat because I don't like to cause wrinkles or anything like that. Your skin's very delicate, so you always want to make sure you're careful. Patting is just an easier way of blending as well. So now I'm going to get into my contour. I'm going to narrow out my jawline. I'm going to start right here by my ear and drag. And you can kind of feel the hollows. If you kind of feel for where your temple is, go below that. Feel the hollow and you can kind of feel where it needs to be dragged out anyway. So you're going to take a nice angle brush, dab some excess out. You're going to take it and you're going to drag outward. You're going to do the same thing on the other side. You're going to do the sides of your nose. And then last, you're going to take it and do the top half of your forehead, down to your temples. If you have cream, you're going to be dragging, doing a light drag downward. But if you have a powder, you can just pat it. Tap forehead, and then all the way down to the temple. The next step, we will be blending this out. And then I like to put it at the bottom of my nose to kind of raise it up a little bit. So here you have it. This is a contoured, not done yet, look for a heart-shaped face. You're going to be taking, I have the Beauty Blender, I have a couple actually. You're going to take these and you're going to make sure that these are damp. You never want to actually have these dry. That's what takes all that extra makeup off and then it looks like you have nothing on. So you're actually going to make these nice and damp so it has some like elasticity to it. Dry, pat it dry with a towel if there's like any excess water, and then you're going to start underneath the eye and you're going to start patting pat your highlight into the skin and you're going to go outward. The same way you did it, putting it on, you are going to pull it, kind of have it into the skin already. You're just going to pull downward and out. You're going to blend light into dark, so you want to make sure that when you're blending your highlight first, you're going to blend it kind of into the dark so it gives it more of a natural look. You never want to blend dark into light because then it just looks like you have too many shadows everywhere. The idea is to have shadows where it counts. So you want to do light into the dark. With your contour, you kind of want to take it upward a little bit. Whether you are doing nighttime makeup or daytime makeup and you are using contour, the key for daytime makeup is not have it as heavy. Like I said, stick with your taupes and your cool grays. If you are a darker skin tone, use a brown but without shimmer. The entire trick is to just blend it out as much as possible and make it really natural. If you're going for a harsher line, especially for more nighttime, especially for more go-go, more showgirl, you definitely want to add more contour, blend it out, but make sure that there's still a nice sharp line, so taking photos and things like that, especially at night, it's going to wash you out. You want to make sure that you have a nice sharper line, whereas for daytime you want to blend it out a little bit more and still have a little bit showing, but just not a sharp line. As you can kind of see, there's a bit of a sharp line there, so you can just kind of keep blending it out until you've achieved like of a more natural look instead. You never want to look too showgirl during the day, so you want to make sure it's nice and blended. Take your time with it. You can kind of see it already. Here it is, the final results. This is what a face would look like contoured if you have a heart-shaped face. I like to add one more thing. If you do have any loose powder, my favorite is the Ben Nye banana powder. There is also a rose color as well. That's great for highlight. It's also great for more fair skin if you're a redhead, aka Marlene. Then the rose color is better for you. If you have yellow undertone underneath your skin, or if you are more darker skin, you want to use this. For dark skin, this is a great highlight. For yellow skin, this helps blend in. This is also a great highlight for underneath the eye and everywhere else. It's just a loose powder. These are available. They're about $20 to $40 for the bigger jar. But here is the final results for a contoured face if you have a heart-shaped face. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and enjoy the rest of your day.